You're watching Auto du Monde and we visit Greece. If we like our content, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and to like our videos. In this new episode of Auto du Monde in Greece, we'll visit the city of Thessaloniki. This city is amazing. Food, people, everything is amazing. As we normally do, we start the day with a stroll through the earth of the city. One of our objectives is to discover Thessaloniki Roman ruins. Indeed, in addition to multicolored buildings, the city center conceals vestige of the Roman era. You have to know that the Emperor Galerius made Thessaloniki his residence during its battles in the region. It's why you can even see the remains of his palace, including the remains of a basilica erected on the site. In fact, this wall takes you back to the heart of the city's ancient history. All along Dimitriou Gunari Street, the city's main pedestrian street, you'll find vestige of the Roman era. In fact, the central part of the street is a gaping hole, at the bottom of which you can see these vestiges of the past.
Ouais.
It's a reminder that Thessaloniki has more than 3,000 years of history. At the very end of the street are two marvels, the Rotunda and the Arch of Galerius. Nothing like those in Rome, Galerius' Triumph Arch is 9 meter wide and 12 meter high. In ancient times, it overlooked the Via Egnatia, the main Roman road between the present-day town of Durrës in Albania and Constantinopolis. Unfortunately, only 3 of the 8 original pillars and parts of the masonry survive. Like a pilgrimage route, the street leads directly to the Rotunda, Thessaloniki's most important historical site. In ancient times, the Arch and the Rotunda were linked. The monumental complex, built between 299 and 303 AD, is said to have been erected to celebrate Galerius' victory over the Sassanid Persians, notably the capture of their capital, Ctesiphon, in 298. However, the Rotunda was originally built as a mausoleum for the emperor's death, but Galerius died in 311 and was buried in Serbia, leaving the Rotunda empty for decades until the Emperor Theodosius decided to convert it into a church. This church, known as the Church of the Archangel, was in use for almost 1,200 years, until the city fell to the Ottomans. After visiting the Rotunda, we continue our stroll. Along the way, we pass several ancient churches, including St. Panteleon of Thessaloniki. Its architecture is reminiscent of the day of Byzantium. Nothing spectacular, but the 14th century church is also decorated with remarkable frescoes. Thessaloniki is a delight to explore, with other historic churches and a number of shops, including cafes and restaurants, providing an insight into the daily life of the locals. The city is much quieter and cleaner than the capital, Athens. Our last religious stop is the Church of Saint Sophia, or Hagia Sophia of Thessaloniki, founded in the 7th century but built on the remains of a 4th century church. The present building has undergone several modifications over the years. Also converted into a mosque by the Ottomans, it became a church again in 1912. Not a must-see, but a nice stop on your way to the city center. We continue our walk through the heart of the city, discovering its many attractions, both culinary and historical. You might come across a pastry shop or see the ruins of the city's Turkish bath. Or, quite simply, take a picture with the statue erected in honor of a national hero, Eleftherios Venizelos, considered as the founder of modern Greece. In the same area, don't miss the Kanapi market, Thessaloniki's oldest market. Located in the heart of the city center, the market hosts a wide range of stores, from fish and meat to vegetables, fruit, drinks, olives, sweets, nuts, spices. Open-air boutique selling lingerie, flowers, clothes, and shoes, as well as restaurants. Throughout the 20th century, it was Thessaloniki's central and busiest market. This is also in that area where you'll find Thessaloniki's Jewish Museum. Hello. For the museum? Canada.
Welcome. It's open.
Unfortunately, it's forbidden to film inside, but it's an excellent visit to understand that for over 2,000 years, a sizable Jewish community lived in this city. But if there's one thing that's unique about Thessaloniki, it's its seafront promenade, which runs practically the entire length of the city. Honestly, it's 2 kilometers of delight shopping and strolling along Thessaloniki's bay. As it was lunchtime, we preferred to sit down and eat, but the size of the pizza were outweighed our appetites.
It's good.
Which obliged us to point out that Thessaloniki is considered to have the best restaurants in Greece.
Like Starbucks.
After the meal, we continued our way to our apartment. On that way, we made an obligatory stop at Aristotle Square, named after the famous ancient Greek philosopher. Like all tourists, we couldn't resist touching the foot of the philosopher's statue, reputed to bring good luck. After a short rest, we resume our tour of the city, with a must-see stop. Located at the end of Thessaloniki seafront promenade, the White Tower and its fascinating museum are indeed one of the most elegant symbols of the city. It is explained that the present tower replaced an ancient Byzantine fortification already mentioned in the 12th century and rebuilt by the Ottomans to reinforce the city's fortress. Over the years, it became a notorious prison and the site of mass execution during the Ottoman period. Renovated when the city was taken back by Greece in 1912, it was adopted as the city's symbol per excellence. Although no longer so white, it still retains this name, and today houses a museum that traces back the city's history. It's definitely one of the city's major tourist attractions, and not least because of the view it affords of the bay and the city.